Are you ready for the King of the Ice? Pete's Power Plays with Philly Pete starts now on 12 Ounce Sports.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wednesday, February 9th, 2022 episode of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, the King of the Ice and Fantasy Football Guru, Philly Pete. And we're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thanks for tuning in. Taking this time in the afternoon, hanging out as we discuss more NHL for tonight. Got 6 games on the card this evening, so I'll go through every game tonight, give you my best bets, much more. Let's have a bounce back tonight. Usually, if I have an off night, you usually know what happens. Usually we know what happens the next day or two. I usually get back into the positive side of things. So let's try and get that trend back as we head into the second half of the NHL season. Positive night to start the NHL season. Not so much last night. So I will recap last night's. I would like to say a bloodbath, even though we went 6-7, but still a bloodbath. We had a two-unit loser go off on the ice last night. So I'll go through everything and discuss the wins and losses, a little bit of a recap. I have Super Bowl DFS players ready for you guys. Early look, something to consider. I got 4 players that I like right now that we can kind of consider putting in our lineups. Tomorrow I'll give you more definitive lineup as we head into Super Bowl Sunday. And of course tonight's 6-game NHL slate. But this show, Pete's Power Plays, is sponsored by BetUS. Create an account with them today. Use that promo code 12ounce120Z and they'll match your first deposit up to 125%. Zingo TV, channel 761. It's a free app. Download it. Once you do, flip over to channel 761 where you'll be hearing today's episode live of Pete's Power Plays. And last but not least, Amazon.com, 12 Ounce Sports has a website with them. Go to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. And listen, last thing, don't forget to check out the 12 Ounce Sports store, where you have a large variety of clothing apparel, including yours truly, Pete's Power Plays. I have everything ranging from hoodies to sweatshirts to t-shirts to tanks, whatever you need, whatever you may have. I also have women apparel out there too, so those women that are big fans that want to buy some apparel, go ahead. I even have infant clothing, everything, anything that you need to fill. And it's a big fan of Pete's Power Plays. I have it all on the 12 Ounce Sports store. Wide range of colors and sizes as well. You can't beat it. Check it out today. Pete's Power Plays apparel on the 12 Ounce Sports store. So, we're back, middle of the week, hump day edition, of course. Glad to be back with you guys. Yesterday did not turn out the best at all. Not good at all. But it is what it is. It's okay. And, I'm here to recap. Because, listen, when it comes to transparency, I'm one of the best on Twitter. You don't see that a lot at all. Too many frauds and clowns out there that only post their winners. So, that's not how it works in Twitter in the world of Twitter, I should say. But here we are. Last night, 13 plays on the ice. I'll be honest with you, clients, they went winless last night. Nothing you could do. Started off 1-0 the other night. Last night, they lose all their games. Nothing you could do about it. But again, this is how transparency works, ladies and gentlemen. All right, last night, February 8th, we had a pretty solid card. Like I said, it was loaded. I had a lot of plays. Let's start off with that Minnesota Wild Winnipeg Jets game. Wild -1 at +135. I love this spot. They get shut out. A team like the Wild getting shut out. Didn't expect that at all. The Jets haven't really been that good covering the puck line as of late. Wild should have came in no problem and took care of advantage, but they didn't. So Jets came in. They won. Kudos to the Jets winning that game. Wild -1. That was a loser. All right. Knights on the money line. Easy peasy. That was a winner. No problem there. I was going to up that to a Twitter play, 2-unit play, but I just didn't have the time to do that. So kept it as 1 unit. We're good, ready to rock. Knights money line, no problem, easy winner. Canadians over 6, Senators over 6, and Capitals over 6, all cashed out, no problem. Like I said, on the show yesterday, I did mention first period over and over 6 for the Devils and Canadiens game. Like I said, those are just two teams that when you have goaltenders, second stringers, third stringers, even fourth stringers or beyond, you got to consider taking the over in that spot, and that's why I liked it. So those three all cashed out. Senators, I don't know what happened to the Canes, but Canes tried to come back down 4-0. It was almost there, but again, just Sens. I thought they were going to score 2, and here you go, they score 4. So we get the over, no problem there. Caps over 6, a little slow start in the first period, but we got that back. And Columbus with an amazing comeback win too. So you go 4 straight winners right there. Then we had the Jets first period over 1.5. Did not expect that to be 1-0 after the first, let alone after the second. But that's just how it works in the NHL. That lost. We followed that up with the Oilers Knights first period over 1.5. That cashed out. Then a couple chances here that I took. 3-team money line parlay at plus 250. Canes, Caps, and the Wild, and they all lost. They all lost straight up. So that was a loser. The 3-team over parlay, we were a half a goal, or actually 1 goal short, half a goal short basically, of cashing that out. So nothing you could do. That is what it is. You cashed out the Devils, cashed out the Senators, and unfortunately, just couldn't cash out that Jackets Caps over first period. Otherwise, that was a plus 400 parlay payout. That would have been amazing. 4 units, easy right there. But little ball buster right there. We were just shy of 1 goal to cash that out. It's all right. This is why I do this, because listen, people don't like parlays. That's cool. To each their own. All right. I like parlays strictly because the payouts. You could have a 2, 3, 4-teamer and pay out astronomically well. So. But it is what it is. Like I said, it was worth the price at plus 400. And like I said, we were just 1 goal short of cashing that out. It is what it is. We move on. That's the whole part of having fun parlays like this, is to cash out good money. 1 unit thrown down, you can cash out 4 or 5 plus units. That's just how it works. Canadiens first period over, that cash out, of course. Wild money line, that lost. Oilers over 6 and Wild over 6. They both lost. Wild, of course, was my 2-unit play for the clients over 6, and that lost. Nothing you can do about it. Life goes on. We move on. 6 and 7 for the night with a minus 3.8 overall units. Hey, it is what it is. Bloodbath was in the works. It happens. And it happened last night. That's a Tuesday for you. Overall NHL season record, 440 wins, 407 losses, and 17 pushes. That gives me a grand total currently at plus 25.2 units overall. Again, still rocking and rolling ever since back months ago when it was terrible. So plus 25.2 units. It's okay. We'll bounce back like we usually do, and let's get it by tonight. But on that note, give me a 2-minute commercial break, and when I get back, tonight's 6-game NHL slate with my bets, analysis, lanes, much more, and of course my Super Bowl NFL DFS early player lock. So sit back, relax, give me 2, and I'll be right back.
Ounce Sports has a new home for betting. BetUS.com is the official place to place your bets and support 12-ounce sports. All you have to do is go to BetUS.com and type in the promo code 120Z and you'll instantly get a deposit bonus. This is America's favorite sportsbook. And remember, always gamble responsibly.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break with me. This is the Wednesday Hump Day edition episode of Pete's Power Plays. This is February 9th, 2022 episode of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, Philly Pete, and we're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thanks again for tuning in. Simple as that. I love it. I love doing this for you guys. It's a great afternoon getaway from my full-time job, of course, so it's a nice little break in the action. Talk pucks with you guys. Pucks, hockey bets, DFS, whatever it may need to get you guys through the afternoon. I'm here for it. I'm here for you guys. So, but this show, Pete's Power Plays, is sponsored by BetUS. Create an account with them today. Use the promo code 12ounce 120Z, and they'll match your first deposit up to 125%. Zingo TV, channel 761. Sign up with them as well today. It's a free app. Download it. They have good stuff on there. Check it out. And then once doing so, go to channel 761 where you'll be hearing today's episode live of Pete's Power Plays. And of course, Amazon.com, 12-ounce sports, www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. Check out some good stuff there. And of course, a 12-ounce sports store where you can buy some great apparel, including yours truly, Pete's Power Plays. So we're back. If you missed the first half of the segment, I strictly talked last night's recap, which wasn't the best, but hey, we'll bounce back tonight. Nice Wednesday edition, 6 games on the card. So let's go. Let's rock into the NFL DFS for Super Bowl real quick before we talk into tonight's NHL slate. Let's do this real fast. All right, so here we go. The DFS edition, and of course I just clicked it out, but I basically have what I want in terms of the Super Bowl. Let's get this back real fast. I don't know what happened to it. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. So 4 players that I have in mind right now. Now, don't forget, I have I mentioned this earlier, I have a 14-1 LA Rams Super Bowl ticket from the beginning of the year. So that's some pretty solid money if they win. I'm not a big fan of hedging, but I did hedge, and I did take the Bengals at plus 4.5. So basically what I put in for the Rams ticket is what I put on for the Bengals. Worst comes to worst, I got my money back. Great case scenario is if Rams win by 4. And listen, I cash out both. So it is what it is. It's great. I mean, we'll see what happens when we hit there on Sunday. All right, so players right now that I have in mind. Again, these are subject to change. Come tomorrow, I have 4 players. Cooper Kupp and Jamar Chase. 2 players right off the bat. They're probably mostly guaranteed in my lineups. I mean, what can go wrong there? Cooper Kupp has been phenomenal this year, scoring in basically every game. Jamar Chase, you know him as well. Great sensational player too. So those 2 players should automatically be in lineups tomorrow, regardless of subject to change matter or anything. But my 2 players, I'm kind of questionable right now. Joe Burrow, as of now, I'm probably going to keep him in as my quarterback going into tomorrow, or for Sunday, excuse me. But for my final lineup, I'll probably have Burrow in there with Kupp, Chase, and then taking a chance here. As much as Mixon has been pretty solid this postseason, he's been decent for the most part, but Samaje Perine has been getting those, out of touch touchdowns, for the most part, and he's been coming through. So he's a guy that I'm looking to keep my eye out on as well. So Joe Burrow, Samaje Perine, Cooper Kupp, and Jamar Chase. So be on the lookout. Tomorrow will be the final lineup, so make sure you tune in for those Super Bowl DFS players out there. All right, here we go. Let's do it. 6-game NHL slate tonight. Starting off, the Detroit Red Wings at the Philadelphia Flyers. Over-under here is at 6. Flyers, this is a toss-up game. Flyers minus 115 on the money line. Detroit minus 105. Philly 8-10-1 at home this year. 11-11 covering the puck line in their last 22. And 4-6 in their last 10 with the overs. Detroit comes in 6-12-2 on the road this year. 7-14 covering the puck line on the road in their last 21 games. Not great. For how decent this team actually is. And 4-6 in the last 10 with the overs. Now, as much as I'm an over guy, the 6 here is at plus 105. If you can get that, it's also at plus 100. I saw it this morning. But 75% of the money is on the Philadelphia Flyers tonight. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think. A team that's been dreadful, losing streaks galore. I mean, a team that you can't really trust, that you can just fade. But I'm going to take a shot here. I'll go with the Broad Street Bullies here tonight. Small number at minus 115. Shop around, you might get a better number. I've been seeing plus 100s, minus 105. So you're not paying much juice for the Flyers at home tonight against the Red Wings. But that's where I'm going in this aspect. Give me the Flyers money line minus 115 And I want to take the under 6. These two teams are trending under as of late. 4 and 6 for both teams in the last 10, respectively. So, that's where I'm leaning. If I like anything, probably the over first period, 1.5. I think we can get there, maybe get a quick start in the game, and then maybe a slower rest of the game. But my more heavier play or lean, I should say, on this game is the Flyers money line. Little bit of movement. They opened up at minus 105. Like I said, you can still get that now, but based on what I'm reading here now, they're at minus 115. So a little bit of public money on the Flyers, but the public money is big time on the Flyers at 75%. So I rest my case there. So give me the Flyers here on the money line and the under 6. But I also do like that first period over 1.5. Again, I could see maybe a 1-1 sort of game, maybe 2-0 Flyers to start. That'd be great. But we'll see what happens. So, but all in all, my favorite play of this game is the Flyers money line. So there you go. All right, Chicago Blackhawks at the Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton got shut out last night, as we all know, against Vegas. So could they bounce back? I absolutely think so. Oilers, Blackhawks, over under 6.5 here. Edmonton minus 180 on the money line. Chicago plus 160 as a road dog. Solid value there for those that are going to be back in Chicago, but I just don't see it happening tonight. As much as Edmonton has been inconsistent, I said that on the show yesterday as well. They've been very, very inconsistent. Not the team that we thought we saw in the beginning of the season when they were ripping up, kicking butt the entire first month of the season, doing pretty well. First couple of weeks, they've been doing pretty well. But Edmonton here, also 75% of the public money on that Oilers money line at minus 180. Again, I'm not surprised. Back-to-back spot here for the Oils as well. Oilers come in 12-9 at home this year. A whopping 7-14 at home in their last 21, covering the puck line. Brutal. 4-5-1 in their last 10 as well. With the over, Chicago comes in 8-12-3 at home away. 8-12-3 away this year. 14-10 in their last 24, covering the puck line on the road, and 3-6-1 in the last 10 with the overs. Another under situation here too. I mean, 6.5 is a lot of goals. Not sure what to expect out of Chicago tonight. Maybe a goal, maybe not. Maybe 2 goals. But if I'm thinking this game again, trending underwise. Not sure what to expect from Chicago. Edmonton, we saw threw a goose egg last night. They're going to score. But I like the under 6.5. I do. I like Edmonton here to bounce back. I like Edmonton in regulation, minus 125. I'm not laying the minus 180 juice, but if I were to take it, I would take Edmonton money line. Regulation, you get at a better price at minus 125. Even Edmonton at minus 1. Good value there. But I expect Edmonton to come back full force and bounce back in this game here against Chicago. I like the team total over 3.5 as well for Edmonton. I believe you can get that at minus 130. A little juicy, but it's worth it. I just think they bounce back. I do. I think they'll score. I want to say maybe a 4-1 sort of game, maybe 4-2. Cash that under 6.5, and then you cash that team total over. That's how I'm feeling against Edmonton tonight. So all in all, with this game here tonight, I'm on Edmonton regulation. Minus 1, even the money line I like. I like Edmonton team total over 3.5. And listen, I like the under 6.5, but this could be another game where I like the first period over 1.5 as well. Edmonton first period as well, minus a half a goal, something to consider. You just have to imagine this team bounces back after last night's terrible effort against Vegas. So definitely a first period minus a half goal for Edmonton, something to consider. But I'm all over Edmonton here tonight. I do expect them to score goals. First period over seems pretty solid to me as well. But at 6.5, that's probably a lot considering you're not sure what to get out of Chicago tonight. But like I said, if we can get like a 4-1, 4-2 sort of game for an Edmonton winner, I'm all in. So once again, all over the Oils tonight. I like the under 6.5. First period over 1.5. That's how I feel. Team total over 3.5 for Edmonton. And that first period minus a half goal for the Oils as well. So there you go. A lot of plays for this one coming in. So don't let me down, Edmonton, as you had for most of the season so far, since you had a red-hot start in the beginning. But you guys kind of been cooling off. So we need you guys to bounce back, and let's do it tonight, shall we? All right. Nashville Preds at the Dallas Stars. Over-unders at 5.5. Okay, it opened up at 6, down to 5.5. I'm not surprised. Pick'em game, minus 110 each way. Dallas, though, is getting that 60% public money, though. This is a split. This is going to be a good game tonight. Tough. This is probably one of the tougher games to pick tonight for sure. But Dallas is just a great home team. 15-6-1 at home this year. 13-9 at home, covering the puck line in their last 22, and 6-3-1 in their last 10 with the overs, trending over. Nashville, 14-7-2 on the road, a great road team as well, playing very good. 17-8 in their last 25, covering the puck line on the road. Phenomenal. This Nashville team's playing really good. 6-4 in the last 10 with the overs. Okay, this probably, as of now, this is definitely a lean for me. Okay, not sure if I'm going to take the money line spot, but I do consider taking the Stars money line here. All right, no disrespect to the Nashville Predators, they're a great road team, but Dallas is a phenomenal home team. Okay, and it's just a tough game to cap. It really is. But when it comes down to it, I like the Stars money line. That's where I will go. My more heavier lean on this is the over 5.5. Again, both teams are trending over as of late, and I want to continue to ride that train. So give me over 5.5, Nashville, Dallas, and I like Dallas here on the money line. All right, Vegas Golden Knights coming off a back-to-back, a shutout last night against Edmonton, playing at Nelly travel to Calgary. Calgary Flames, Vegas Flames. Over under here is at 6. Flames coming in at -130 on the money line, not bad. Vegas +110 on the money line. 70% of the public money heading towards Calgary here. Calgary is 7-4-4 at home this year, 5-10 in the last 15 at home covering the puck line, and 4-3-3 in the last 10 with the overs. Vegas, like I said, just played last night. Great road team, 14-6-1 on the road. Decent road puck line covering team, 13-8 in their last 21 on the road, and 5-5 in the last 10 with the overs. Now, this is going to be a fun game to watch. If I can stay out for it, I will, and looking forward to this. This should be a fun one to watch. But I'm liking what I see with Calgary. Vegas poured it on Edmonton last night, back to back, head to Calgary. Now a little bit of traveling. Calgary had that All-Star break, haven't played yet. We're day 3 into the second half of the NHL season. So I like the Flames here. Give me the Flames money line at -130. They should take care of business in what should be a very exciting game. And I like the over 6. I like the over 6 in this spot and first period over as well. I expect to see goals. And trust me, between Vegas offense and Calgary's offense, you should see some goals here tonight. And I think this is going to start very quick and early in the first period. So give me first period over 6 as well. And give me the Flames here on the money line at -130. So there you go. Vegas, Calgary, simple and sweet. All right, the 2 nightcap games that are, that should be okay for the most part. Arizona Coyotes at the Seattle Kraken. Over under here is at 5.5. Seattle opened up at -255, down to -225. I can't believe that this Kraken team is getting -225. It blows my mind. However, they are. Arizona's +185. 75% of the public money is on the Kraken here tonight. Seattle comes in 9-14-2 at home this year. A whopping 8-17 covering the puck line in their last 25, and 2-8 in their last 10 with the overs. Arizona comes in, obviously they're not great, but 6-15 on the road this year, 11-13 on the road covering the puck line in the last 24, and 4-5-1 in their last 10 with the overs. Okay, if you still have 6, take the under. I'd like the under in this spot right off the bat, over under 5.5 right away. If you want to buy that 6 spot, once again, the alternate goal, take it. I expect a slow game. I really do. Now, between these two teams, obviously the unders trending, especially with Seattle, 2-8 in their last 10 with the unders. It's tough to see an over in this sort of game. With me saying that, it'll probably go over tonight. But I like the under 6 in this spot, or under 5.5. That's how I'm feeling. I'm not laying that price with Seattle. Sorry, not happening. Give me the Arizona Coyotes money line at +185, and give me the Coyotes +1.5 on the puck line. You can get that anywhere from +115 to +125, depends where you shop around. That's still out there. But I like the puck line and the money line for Arizona. There should be no need. It's worth a shot. I've been riding the Coyotes the last 3 games now. It's worth a shot, especially because I'm not laying that price with Seattle. And the under 6, that's how I'm leaning between Arizona and Seattle. And then last but not least, we have the Islanders and the Vancouver Canucks. Over-under is at that magic number 5. That's as much as I feel like this game's going to go under, I'm taking that 5 spot regardless with the over. taking a chance. I'm going to take a chance here. This is a pick'em game. This is more of a pick'em game than I think. Islanders are minus 125 on the money line as a small road favor, and then Vancouver plus 105 at home. And they've been playing pretty good, Vancouver. They've been playing very, very well obviously last night, kicked some butt, and they've been playing extremely well. So it's a good way for those Vancouver fans out there tuning in to, it's good to see. It's good to see since the beginning of the season how that all started for you guys. But Vancouver's plus 105. 60% of that public money is on the Canucks tonight at that small dog spot at plus 105. Vancouver 9-8-2 at home this year, 11-9 at home covering the puck line in their last 20, and 4-6 in their last 10 with the overs. Okay. Islanders come in 7-7-2 on the road, 7-10 covering the puck line in their last 17, and 3-7 in their last 10 with the over. So obviously under is a trend between these two teams as of now. But it's not going to stop me from taking the over. So small play, small lean on the over 5. We could easily see a 2-1 sort of game. That's how I feel. But hey, listen, if I could take a push, give me 2-2, and we're guaranteed that push regardless. Which I could see as well, but we'll see what happens knowing how defensively, Vancouver has been, and let's see what kind of offense the Islanders bring into Vancouver tonight. So that's always a situation that we could keep our eyes on. But if I'm picking a dog here tonight, besides Arizona, I like the Vancouver Canucks money line at plus 105. They're playing extremely well as of late. Defense has been on point. You got to ride this team out. Again, you have to ride this team out that's been playing pretty solid as of late. Islanders, not really sure what's going to happen with them. I mean, you can see the chemistry somewhat coming before the first half of the season, but see if that holds as they travel, of course, pretty much into Vancouver tonight. So, but with that being said, I like the Vancouver Canucks money line at plus 105. Small home dog, I'll take it. And over 5. When I see a 5 spot, I always take the over 5 regardless. So, but that's how I feel. That's how I'm feeling tonight. And there you go. 6-game NHL slate tonight. One 7 o'clock game, a few 8s, 9:30, and then you get the nightcap at 10 and 10:30. So, but all in all, last 2 minutes of the show before I head off. Of course, my favorite bets of this evening. Right off the bat, I'll say Edmonton bounces back here. That team total over 3.5 should be a solid play. They should do some work. I expect Edmonton to bounce back in full form here tonight against Chicago. I absolutely, truly do. My favorite play in terms of side, probably the Flyers tonight. I do like Calgary as well, but I feel like the Flyers. Something about this game tonight with the Flyers and Wings that they do win this game here tonight. So I'm on the Flyers here, and there you go. I mean, simple as that. So like I said, I'll recap real fast before I take off in a minute. Flyers and the under 6. I also will consider the first period over. Quick start and then a slow start for the rest of the game. That's how I'm feeling with this game. Edmonton under 6.5, but again another first period over 1.5. But I'm all over the Oilers tonight, ladies and gents. Regulation -1. I wouldn't drop -180 on the money line, but if you do that sort of thing, I like them as well. They should win this game. Team total over as well. There you go. I like Dallas on the money line at home, and the over 5.5. I really like the over in this 5.5 in this spot too. Flames money line and the over 6 and first period over as well. And then I'm going with 2 dogs. I like the Arizona Coyotes plus 185 and the puck line plus 1.5 under 6. And the over 5 with Vancouver and the Islanders and the Vancouver Canucks at that plus 105 money line as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. I'm out of time. Hope you all had fun. Hey, listen, I'll be back tomorrow. Don't miss out tomorrow. We'll have fun tomorrow. Super Bowl edition, of course, of Pete's Power Plays, as it is my last show for the week. And simple as that. So have a great Wednesday. Have a great hump day. Let's cash some tickets. Let's bounce back tonight. Clients, get ready for your bounce back as well. Twitter, get ready for your bounce back. And let's have a night, shall we? I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.